Hello everyone, welcome to our school YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at a very important topic in the use of English, nouns. It is important you pay good attention so you do not have any problem answering questions on this. So what is a noun? I remember back in secondary school or even primary school, noun is a name of any person, animal, place or thing was on everybody's lips, and it is correct. But there is another way of defining nouns, which is that a noun is a naming word or the naming part of speech. Do you get that? When we talk about nouns, we are talking about animal names, names of places, ideas, name of things, names of persons, etc. Hope you understand this. Now, let's identify the nouns in this sentence. Osamagbe traveled to the United States. Osamagbe traveled to the United States. Osamagbe is a name of a person. Traveled and to are not names. The United States is a name of a country. Therefore, we have Osamagbe and the United States as the only nouns in this sentence. Hope you understand. Good. Let's move ahead. Next, we are going to be looking at the classification of nouns. Since we now know the definition of nouns, how do we classify them, or what are the types of nouns? First, we have uncountable nouns. Next is countable nouns. Then we have concrete nouns. On number 4, we have abstract nouns. Then collective nouns. We have proper nouns also. Then last but not the least, we have common nouns. We will quickly look at them one after the other. Exactly. The first classification of nouns we are looking at is the uncountable nouns. This is the most important of them because examination bodies like Jamb, Waec and Neco like asking questions on it. So do well to pay close attention. Exactly. Now let's begin. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot easily be counted or singled out. They are also called mass count nouns. Examples include rice, milk, oil, luggage, traffic, equipment, information, sand, machinery, and property. We also have water, stationery, cutlery, advice, damage, news, baggage, furniture, etc. There are some rules you must take note of while using uncountable nouns. One of them is you must not add s or pluralize these nouns whenever you are using them. Do you get? For example, luggage cannot become luggages as it is wrong and ungrammatical to add an s to it. Exactly. Advice as a noun must never be pluralized, so advice cannot be advices. Note, the spelling of advice having letter C is the uncountable noun, while advice with letter S, that is ADVISE, is a verb. Please do not confuse both of them. The verb can take S, but the noun cannot because it is uncountable. Milk is an uncountable noun and cannot become milks as it is wrong as we've come to know. Do not forget, this is our school YouTube channel by Aide and Nosa. Let us continue with the uncountable nouns. Another rule when using uncountable noun is that determinants like these, many, few, several, those, and indefinite articles like a and an must not be used before uncountable noun. So, a luggage is wrong, an information is wrong, many stationery is wrong. This brings us to the third rule. Since we said we cannot use indefinite articles with uncountable nouns, does that mean we can use definite article D? Yes, we can use it. Therefore, the stationery is correct. The furniture is also correct. Hope you understand. Rule 4. Before an uncountable noun, you can use partitive adjective. What do we mean by partitive adjectives? This includes but is not limited to 1. A lot of, 2. A bit of, 3. A piece of, etc. So we can have a lot of information to be correct, a piece of advice is correct, a bit of furniture is also correct. Hope you understand. Rule 5. We have seen some determinants we cannot use with uncountable nouns. How about looking at determinants that can come before uncountable nouns? These include much, some, that, little, this, a little, etc. All of these determinants can come before uncountable nouns. Exactly. So we have this advice, some advice, and much advice, all to be correct. Exactly. Remember, we said we cannot add s to uncountable nouns. This is still correct. However, we can add s or pluralize partitive adjectives instead. So we are saying a lot of, a bit of, a piece of can be pluralized. Do you get? Let's take some examples. A piece of information, when pluralized, becomes pieces of information. An item of news, an item of news becomes items of news. Exactly. Rule 6. When using uncountable nouns, they must take singular verbs. I repeat, when using uncountable nouns, they must take singular verb. So, singular verbs, which are verbs that end in s. Singular verbs are verbs that end with s, such as plays, dances, sings, tries, is, was, and has. All goes with uncountable nouns. Exactly. Now let's look at this sentence. Adira is not allowed to carry dash on the flight. Adira is not allowed to carry dash on the flight. A. Luggages. B. Many luggages. C. A luggage. D. Much luggage. What is your answer? D is the answer here. Much luggage. Why? Because we said that much is the determinant, is one of the determinants that can go with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, remember, uncountable nouns do not go with s. Uncountable nouns, we can't add S to uncountable nouns. Exactly. That's why D is the answer. Let us look at one more question under uncountable nouns. Question 2. Are you sure dash is enough to help Sherlock Holmes in his investigation? A. This information is. B. These information are. C. These informations are. D. These informations is. What is your answer? Let us answer the question together. Option C and D are incorrect because information is carrying letter S amongst other things. So we will eliminate these two first. So option C and option D cannot be correct. Option B is incorrect because determiner Ds cannot go with uncountable nouns. And also it has a plural verb are, which makes it incorrect. Exactly. So our answer here is option A. So this is all for uncountable nouns. Next on our list is concrete nouns. What are concrete nouns? What are concrete nouns? Simple. These are nouns that can be touched or seen. For example, egg, sun, man, glasses, etc. Next is abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? These are nouns that cannot be touched or seen. Example, happiness, joy, sorrow, idea, freedom, etc. Exactly. Next on our list is common nouns. These are nouns in which a single one is used to represent every of its kind. Do you get? Example, man, which means every male member of humankind. Car represents every locomotive device that has 4 or more tires. Teacher represents every member of the society whose job or vocation is to impart knowledge. Exactly. Next on our list is proper nouns. This refers to specific or particular name of a person, place, or thing. Example include Ihebe, which is a village in Edo North. Okada, which is a place in Edo South. Nosaume is a name of a specific person. So it is a proper noun. Exactly. The same thing applies to Aidelokai, Lagos, and Abuja. They are all specific names, therefore are proper nouns. Exactly. Please take note that they must all begin with capital letters. Hope you have understood up to this point. The good news is we are at the finish line. The last thing we'll be looking at is collective noun. What are collective nouns? This refers to special names given to a collection of persons, animals, or things. This category of nouns is so vast that we can spend 20 to 30 minutes explaining it. Instead, we are going to be taking just few examples in this video. So now let's continue. A group of cars is called a fleet. A group of singers is called a choir. A group of soldiers is called an army. A group of armed robbers is called a gang. Finally, a group of lions is called a pride. That's all for nouns. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more interesting videos like this.